How's it going? Welcome back to the Richard Experience. Guys, I've got an update. I've got a major update. So, let me start from last week's show. So, I mentioned before I lost 1.5 pounds. So, this week I decided to do something somewhat different. As you know, I'm still taking the tablets day and night, 3 tablets in the morning, 3 tablets at night. And it helps kind of manage your insulin level and your sugars in your body. So I've been looking at Instagram, watching various videos about ways to lose weight, and Eddie Boo came up. Obviously, everyone's been following Eddie Boo for a long time, and don't eat that shit. It's f***ing crap, all that kind of stuff. And we've seen about eating eggs and eating a amount of eggs. If you do an egg diet, well, sorry, should I say bold egg diet, and you're bound to lose weight. So I said to myself, look, because he was talking about 10 eggs in the afternoon and 10 eggs in the evening and all that kind of stuff. And I said to myself, look, from what I remember about eggs, it causes high cholesterol and everything else. So, but I didn't disregard what he was saying. I decided to implement it in my own way. So I followed his routine in the sense of, instead of me eating a formal breakfast in the morning, I ate at midday or 1 p.m. So fundamentally, I'm doing a semi-fast. So the day before, my latest meal is around 6 or 7 o'clock. Even though people suggest, not just himself and other fitness guys, it's based around how I work and everything else. So 6 and 7 is tend to be my last meal. So technically I'm fasting from a particular amount of time, obviously, which will help you kind of somewhat lose weight. So I've started eggs. So I've started eating 4 to 5 eggs about 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock. And what I will do, have a bit of sauce to make the eggs more appetizing. And sometimes I will cut an avocado and introduce that to it because it's high fats, good for protein, good overall anyway. So I've been doing that in the morning, and the evening what I've been doing is having chicken and boiled eggs with a sweet potato. So I followed that for a week. I followed it for a week and said to myself, do you know what? I've done really well. I think one of the days I went out for a meal and I said to myself, I'm still going to continue what I'm doing. So the meal, I had minimal carbs. I had obviously the chicken and everything else. And then I said to myself, it's weighing to see how much I've lost. Because obviously, as you know, I went to the brunch fest. The video is still yet to come out on YouTube. So check that out very soon. And today I weighed myself. Guys, I lost 5 pounds. 5 pounds. I'm in total shock. So when I originally started the diet, or should I say the journey, I lost 5 pounds in the first week. Was that due to the tablets? Was that, I don't know. But this week I lost 5 pounds. I have implemented fitness as well, in a sense of the couch to 5K. So those videos will be coming out shortly as well. So I've implemented the couch to 5K and doing an egg process. Should I say, I call it the egg diet, and everything's just higher protein. So there's times where I do eat carbs. Sometimes I do eat rice, but not a large amount of rice. I do have toast. If I'm not going to have the eggs in the morning, I'll have peanut butter and toast. I know bread has sugars in it, but sometimes it's difficult to cut bread in entirely. But yeah, I lost 5 pounds, guys. I've lost the first stone. The first stone. I've lost 1 stone. I'm absolutely ecstatic of losing that weight now. Lost 1 stone. I personally can't tell. I don't think really and truly anyone can tell, really. It's But I think when you start losing 2 or maybe 3 stone, that's when you can tell. I've got shirts that I've wanted to wear for 10 years. No, not 10 years. About 6 years. About 6 years that I said to myself, eventually I'm gonna get into it. When you got clothes that back in the day it looked wonderful, you look slick, you think, yeah, you feel yourself, pause. You're thinking, yeah, I look handsome, I look good. And then you try and wear it 4 or 5 years later, and it's absolutely tight. It comes like a belly top, and you're thinking, wow, maybe I've put in some sort of weight. So yeah, and I've got garments like that still in the house. I'm praying to kind of put them back on and it fitting me, being that guy again. I'm still that guy in general. Don't be fooled. I'm still confident and everything else, but getting to a smaller size, getting into the old clothes that you used to wear, feeling better for yourself. Guys, don't be fooled. I'm not depressed in the size that I am currently. Yeah, so the size when I was 1 stone higher than I wasn't depressed. But I know I could be better. I could live longer. Does that make sense? So look, I've lost 1 stone. The boiled eggs diet actually works. Or should I say the high protein diet works. I know there's been ones in the past where you eat steak and all that kind of stuff. Everything is about red meat, but I'm not all about red meat. I've never really grown up eating red meat. I've always been a chicken man, even if it's fried, grilled, boiled. I've always been a chicken man in general. Growing up, obviously, African background, it's always been highly all about chicken. Yeah, so I'm going to continue it. I'm going to continue this egg process, the high protein process, because it works. It definitely works. And of course, the exercise to add to that will benefit me significantly. Like the couch to 5K. Look, I'm not going to lie to you. I was hurt. I was so hurt doing this. And I mentioned it previously about the 30 seconds, then 90 seconds walk and everything else. And I'm like, running's painful. Running's painful, but obviously the couch to 5K, the way it's set out, it's bound to get easier. And the fact that you're not running, you're not trying to do a 30-minute run because my body would collapse, my bones would give up and say no, thank you. Yeah, so and plus the weather outside is getting fantastic. So the jogging is gonna help even more. Guys, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Do not use cocoa butter when the weather is 27 degrees. I'm telling you, right now, no, not right now, but cocoa butter and the sun does not go. I was melting. Look, I was jogging, casually jogging. Then I felt my body I felt like someone put oil on my body. The intense sweatness, the grease, the whiteness coming down my face and all sorts. I was like, nah. I need to go and get a towel and wipe this cocoa butter off my whole entire body. I've just come to a decision. During the summer, I'm going to be grey because I know I'm going to be sweating casually. So is there any point creaming my body? Obviously, I'll cream my feet, but when it comes to my face, no, it's a long thing. But yeah, I've lost one stone. I'm so proud of my journey and where I've got to, and I cannot wait to lose another stone and progress on. So next week, hopefully I can increase on what I'm doing as in an exercise, and hopefully it just gets to another point where I could lose 4 to 5 pounds in another week. But again, I don't want to lose too much weight because, as you know, when you lose too much weight, your skin obviously doesn't have enough time to kind of help your body adjust, and you have left with a lot of saggy skin. So within that, I'm going to start doing a lot of press ups and triceps and everything else. But I haven't, by the way, I haven't gone to the gym yet. I will be going to the gym. Still a bit nervous. But yeah, anyway, let's go. Let's see what happens. Anyway, that was the Richard Experience. Like, subscribe, and share.